There is a second day of our trip, right, guys?
Right.
The second full day. The whole team is here. The full of energy and expectations. So, and currently we are. Well, it's a good question. Where you are currently, Amanda? Maybe you know.
Ladies Mary's Walk. Lady Mary's Walk.
Wow. Okay. Is it name of what? Of park?
It's a park.
It's a park. Okay, I see. Final point. So we are going for something or
Just a stroll around. Around. It's just a walk.
just a walk. Okay, so so we those kind of people who enjoying the process of journey, not waiting the final destination.
Yeah, there's no. I don't think there's a final destination. It's just a walk. People walking their dogs. People just going for runs.
Okay.
It was just the land of a wealthy family in the 1800s.
Yeah, and it's also a great place to. Can I say killing the time, or not?
To kill time.
To kill time. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably it's better. Yeah. Let's guys try to guess the name of the oldest working distillery in Scotland. How do you think?
How old?
Not how, just the name of the oldest distillery in working distillery in Scotland. It's like when you. So it's gonna be our next place which we are going to visit. It's called how do you say? Yeah, GLENTURRET. It's name the GLENTURRET distillery. It's the name of our next destination. It's the oldest in Scotland. Monica, Valentin, let me ask you a question. Why did you choose the UK as a country to visit? Have you ever been here before?
No.
No, so probably for that reason. Or maybe because of the culture, people.
Just like it's no specific reason. I think mass media culture somehow influences us big. Scotland in favor of different parts of UK, so something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe Mel Gibson.
Maybe.
Yeah, Braveheart. Maybe I don't know. Monica loved nature.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like how this works.
Yeah, and probably Scotland is a great place, one of the best place for like
Yeah,
you in the
especially
nature.
No overcrowded,
Mhm.
and like very peaceful region in terms of like very calm. Yeah.
You know, it's even if it's rainy, right? So I guess even in those weather, the nature here it's
It's more beautiful, yeah.
yeah. Okay, we are on the oldest distillery in Scotland. It's called the GLENTURRET. The GLENTURRET. So probably all magic happens here. Let's see.
My name's John, and I'll be telling you a little bit about the history of the place, and I'll be telling you how we make our whisky. We're not actually making whisky at the moment. It's called the silent period, so we're doing a bit of maintenance and cleaning and training and things like that. Now, does everybody understand Scottish? Yeah. I'll try and speak English, but if there's anything that you don't quite get, just tell me and I'll slow down and say it again. So you're in the oldest, we blended into another whisky. That was called the famous Grouse. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. Only 20% was sold as Glenturret, and that's the reason why, although it's the oldest distillery in Scotland, very few people have actually heard of Glenturret whisky. That's changing big time. 5 years ago, the distillery was put up for sale. It was purchased 50% by the French crystal company Lalique. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Lalique. They're a sort of luxury end crystal jewellery, perfume, sculpture manufacturers. They already had a connection with the whisky industry in that they were producing beautiful crystal decanters for the Macallan distillery. So when the oldest one came on the market, Lalique thought to themselves, we're surrounded by traditional bottle designs. Lalique thought they could redesign the bottles, which they did in the Art Deco style of the 1930s. They also thought to themselves, if we can make the best whisky in the world, we're going to be very successful. They did two things. They went back to Macallan and they recruited the master whisky maker from the Macallan distillery, Mr. Bob Dalgarno. Bob had been master whisky maker up there for 23 years. I don't know how they managed to persuade him to come down here, but since Bob moved to the Glenturret, we've been winning awards at almost every whisky festival in the world. And only 6 months ago, one of our whiskies called Triple Wood was voted out of 4,000 entries the best single malt whisky in the world. So that's quite an exciting thing. The next thing Lalique did, they went to a hotel in Edinburgh called the Balmoral. They recruited the Michelin star chef, Mr. Mark Donald. Mark moved here, his whole team followed him up from Edinburgh. A new restaurant was created, and within 7 months we had our first Michelin star award. Now what we're tasting today is called Triple Wood. I mentioned Triple Wood at the start of the tour. This is our introductory price whisky. It retails at £62 a bottle. It's called Triple Wood because it's been maturing in 3 different casks: American oak bourbon, American oak sherry, and European oak sherry casks. The youngest whisky in here is 7 years old. There is also older whisky. It's not the oldest one we produced. Just last year, we took a barrel out of the warehouse, we opened it up. Are you familiar with the angel share? 2% of the liquid in the cask evaporates through the wood every single year. So that's why older whiskies are so expensive. This 50-year-old whisky, we only got 150 bottles from it. It was bottled in a beautiful black crystal decanter designed and produced by the Lalique company. Bottle number 1 sold at Sotheby's auction in London for £67,000. The other 149 are for sale here for only £50,000. Now the good part, the tasting. Recommended method, this is not a Jaeger bomb, we've waited a long time. We just take a little mouthful and chew it, and then we swallow. So, In Scotland we say Slangiva, which means good health. So, Slangiva, Slangiva. 2, 3 little drops of water. Don't swirl it, just taste it, and you may be surprised at how much it softens the whisky and opens up more of the flavours. So if you want to try that, feel free. I'll have one more sip and I'll stop. Had a few tours today.
Yeah.
3 different casks: American Oak Bourbon, American Oak Sherry, and it entitles you to a £5 discount if you're thinking of purchasing a bottle of whisky. £5 discount operates on triple wooden or the 2 sheets. Unfortunately, it doesn't operate on the older, more expensive ones. And you were thinking of buying it.
You need to put a lot of water
When we
there.
go upstairs, when we're finished here, I'll show
Cucumber?
you the only Malik boutique in any
Any rule in which hand is necessary to take a whiskey?
hand?
Yeah, any hand.
No, any hand, no, anything. The only thing you're not allowed to do in Scotland is add Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no. It's against the law.
So
Only water.
Water is legal, right? But Coca-Cola is like something.
Oh, brilliant. Some people do, but I think whiskey cocktails are becoming very popular, especially with younger people. So I don't know if you visit the Johnny Walker distillery in Edinburgh, they'll do a personality test of you during the tour, and at the end of the tour they'll make up a whiskey cocktail which matches your personality. I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing the story with you. I hope you've enjoyed your tour. You can probably tell we're very proud of this little distillery. We think it's a little bit special. So, if you enjoyed your tour and you get a little bit of time, maybe give us a mention on TripAdvisor or social media or something. Tell the world about Glenturret. If you've enjoyed it, I'm John. If you haven't, I'm Jimmy. Okay? Have a wander. If you need any more information, my 2 colleagues will help you out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.